Hello! Welcome to misty Wales. Behind there is the sea, and here you have me standing on the edge of a cliff. Quick introductions. I'm Sophie Ruiz. I'm a French wildlife biologist. I'm the person who started Mowoose, and today, for the first episode in a series of blog, which I'm also recording as vlogs, as you can see now, I'm going to talk about something that took me a few years to develop, basically a little challenge for myself to get back into my own values, because I feel I'd lost them. It's been a really hard few years for everybody, and I really feel I'd lost my values and I wanted to go back to it. So there you have it. Maybe you can hear the seagulls. I am by the sea, really, truly. So yeah, let's hear a little bit the thoughts behind that little challenge I set for myself, if you want. So yeah, like I was saying, I've just gone through what I call a hope burnout, and it's taken me about 7 years to begin to find a way out of it. So how did that burnout happen? Well, in short, when you're a wildlife biologist and an environmentalist, you walk the talk. But after 20 years of trying to be the change and to inspire others, well, I felt that none of my action had an impact. At the same time, governments and corporations were, and still are, talking big but failing to take action to address our species' impact on our biosphere. So what hope was there if individuals like me had no power, whilst governments and corporations only paid lip service to the need for a healthier planet for us? So if you see me looking, I'm checking out the dog and I'm also looking at the wildlife. So yeah, I felt disheartened. I retired. I stopped working in conservation and I tried to focus on other things. Emphasis on tried. And this is where I am now, stuck in that self-inflicted rut, which doesn't feel right. So over the past 3 or 4 years, I spent a lot of time working on myself. I reassessed my values. I questioned what I could do best to serve my purpose, and how my life experience, my years spent working in conservation, could be best put to use. Well, it resulted in Mowoose being conceived. Yes, it's currently in an experimental form, and it was a very slow maturation. But this reevaluation process forced me to take a time, and a lot of time, to redefine what matters to me and what I want to do. So of course, all of it is a work in progress. Still, it hasn't stopped me from identifying a few areas that are really important to me, and to come up with a plan to consciously address some of the behaviors I feel can make a difference to me and to the society I live in. So, after much long and hard thinking, like I was saying, I wrote, in my own imperfect way, aims and action for the coming 12 months. So, it's a bit of a coincidence that it comes just before the new year, because I've been working on it for the past 4 months, but yeah, that's when it's come to fruition, so all good. So there are simple things that can help me reclaim my purpose and stand in my truth. I call it the Daringly Simple Year. So the name might change, but I think for today it reflects quite well what I want out of life, and also the aims of this Daringly Simple Year. So let's look at those aims a bit in more detail. So the first one is to unplug from consumerism, by which I mean gaining a sense of belonging in other ways than through purchasing things I don't need. You know, how we're sucked into buying products that we are led to believe will change our lives and make us happier. Yeah, so forget about this urge to buy and unplug from this. Second, and that these two are linked, reconnect to my supply chain. I really want to know where the products I buy are coming from. I want to support people rather than corporation. And I also want to know that whenever I acquire something, whatever it is, it doesn't cause suffering to those who produced it. And the final one that's also linked to the first two is to buy secondhand whenever possible. So yeah, it's something I've been doing for years, but I really want to write it down as a blueprint in my life, simply because there's already too much stuff on the planet. We don't need to produce more new stuff. So another aim, which is not so linked to other ones, is to foster human activities. So get more of a community, focus on being more rather than having more. Unless, of course, you're talking of having a good time, which is what we all want to do. So it means make, repair, upcycle, bond more to humans, yeah? Or simply live, yeah? Or humans and other living beings, and do good. And the final one, the final aim is to end my year with less than I started it with. I think doesn't need explaining. So some of these actions I will take will require also new mindsets, and this is how we'll implement the actions and mindsets. So only buy to replace. So that means, yeah, I keep my non-eco-friendly things until they are beyond use. And I wait until they are broken or beyond repair to replace them with their eco-friendly alternatives if they exist. Yeah, because why? We can't buy ourselves out of the current environmental crisis. Another one is be comfortable with discomfort. Comfort is killing our planet, and it's killing us. We don't need room temperatures of 21 degrees. And I mean Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Okay, so warm jumpers, pelts, blankets, that's what we've been using for centuries. Yeah, this is what I do. Only take the car for trips that would take more than 1 hour if I was self-propelled. And in summer, well, it's not so much of a problem in Wales, but yeah, who knows, learn to cool myself or yourself in other ways than with air conditioning. Air conditioning is really not a good thing. Also, another thing is move or make more. These activities connect us deeply to our species' creative roots and to generations of makers who came before us. I want to honor these generations and honor my humanity, my creativity, and also simplify, define what I really need rather than what I think I need. Get rid of things in my cupboards, give or sell what I don't need, what is superfluous. Okay, and like I said at the beginning, repair things that can be repaired. Again, buy second hands, and if not possible, buy local through pre-order from small family-run businesses. Build relationship with these people and businesses. Yes, this does mean avoiding the larger supermarkets, but there's local markets, yeah? Not everywhere, and it's not always possible, but there's local markets, yeah? So, and also, yeah, of course, the market giants, the corporations, and I think we all know why we should avoid these giants, yeah? Finally, I want to spread karuna, yeah? Be generous, do good things, just because I can, yeah? Be the world I want to live in. In the way I live, I want to meet others, meet the elements, connect to what it means to be alive, move outside, run or cycle or walk, do my errands that way as much as possible, challenge myself, get uncomfortable, yeah? So not fear being out of my comfort zone. And ultimately, it is our responsibility as individuals to shift the blame from others. Oh yeah, we're waiting for them to do something, and act at our level. We may not be able to do the perfect thing, but everything we do can help. Yes, lobbying is an action, and in today's emergency it is important, but it also shifts the responsibility from me to them, and therefore it cannot be the only answer. So the world is changing profoundly, and so profoundly that we all have to learn to deal with it with various levels of grace. We can choose fear or embrace the opportunity as an exciting chance of growth. But at the end of the day, we have tough times ahead, We have to face this. I personally chose stubborn optimism many years ago, and still today I choose fortitude, and we look for mine within our world. As I sit under the trees, hear the ocean like today, and touch the earth, which I just did. The plan is daringly simple. Reconnect to our purpose, be human, love and be loved. And that's it. That's my plan for the coming few months. I will leave you here. I hope it can give you ideas of why I'm started Mowoose, what I want to get out of it, and what we can all do maybe in our own imperfect ways to change the world. And I don't know if I can catch him, but yes, you can see there's not much to see today. But let's see if we can see Spark the rescue. Spark! Shh! Come! Come, boy! Shh! Come on! There's Spark. Living his best life. Come on, boy! Shh! Yay! Oh, you're having a wee.